Looks like third time is the charm. I am worried about Dragon Ball power scaling, because it's just completely broken, of course. Until you use something that already exists. The concept of XP, right? And again, Zenkai Boost is not really an existent thing. It's just like super boosted martial arts healing. Because Super Saiyans, or Saiyans in general, are just martial artists on a whole different scale, right? So they would have boost when they heal up, when they can go back to battle, when they have hardened their battle IQ of how they failed, basically. They patch up their weaknesses. And XP goes hand in hand, right? Experience points. However, experience points can go to millions very quickly and not actually boost your power level that much. So I think what the stupid scouter is doing is just checking the XP. There are some weird reasons why it would use exponential calculations, but this is the best way we can actually debunk this. While you're increasing your XP significantly, your level might be pretty just solid number to look at. And Tien can still put you down. This is one of those moments where, fuck power levels, but at the same time, what the fuck is going on? You wouldn't be able to explain this. I would be able to explain this. The funny thing is, my power scaling cannot explain a different moment when Goku was fighting Ginyu Force, unless Raccoon is actually the strongest one. That's not how they talk to each other, but maybe. The way Goku shows up, he pulls up and no dips. The unfortunate souls. That is the scariest shit I've ever seen, bro. I like Goku. All he does is just does basic training, basically, right? Just some muscle gravity training, nothing too serious. He could maybe become like fast, and this is something like an ability. By the way, Goku would be like 250, basically Raditz level when he comes down on Namek. Raditz level. We're gonna discuss all of this. I'm gonna reconnect you with another calculation of mine where I actually had like 2 hour video to watch, so I was able to gradually grow power levels. Of course, Piccolo has like these massive boosts of fusion, and then the biggest boost is going Super Saiyan, but someone like Vegeta, in my calculation, didn't even had to rise in power level that much, right? He had to fight this guy, and he came back basically to fight him again with potentially greater battle IQ and not actually a boost in power level. Battle IQ matters. But at the same time, when I rewatched it, it looks like Vegeta just simply healed and Zarbon didn't heal. Alright? So now there was a stamina mismatch as well. Stamina is a key. So I use all these little keys to kind of bring the power level down to something that is now comparable with other, franchises. But the first decapitation or amputation we have to make is no, you can't just blow up a planet. It's just one of those things you have to do. It's like, stop, you gotta slap Dragon Ball Z, you can't just have that much destructive power and just destroy the planet. Even going through a mountain, it's like, yeah, you can fly through a mountain, that's pretty cute. You can't destroy a planet though, I'm sorry. You're not allowed to do that one. See, Dragon Ball Z, like, just Dragon Ball franchise entirely disrespects everything around them. They can destroy everything super easily, and then it's like, well, why villains are not actually destroying the planet then? in secrecy. You don't have to say it in front of Z Fighter's face when I'm destroying a planet, he decided. No, just do it in secrecy. Whenever they're not watching. How about that? You don't have to announce to the entire fucking world. Especially, oh, I am Frieza. You have 15 seconds to live. Oh, let me mark that down. Ah, now I know. Now I know when the planet is gonna explode. Now I know how much I can toy with you, Frieza. Oh, shit. Definitely not 15 seconds, though. That was just another rage bait. I mean, definitely Dragon Ball is made out of either brain rot or rage bait. It's hard to tell. It feels like brain rot because like big number, like they introduce those numbers and then they ditch it. So it's like, man, why did you ditch the numbers? Well, they get too big. Did they now? That's a curious thing. So, power levels, they themselves self-destruct eventually. People just stopped using the damn scouters altogether, right? It was just a Frieza's thing, and potentially Frieza just didn't design them properly. Whoever was designing them didn't design them properly. They just love, the brain rot. Frieza was like indulging in brain rot. And he kind of contaminated the entire franchise with it. Imagine that. That is pretty fucking crazy, you know? So the actual reason for exponential growth of power scaling could actually be related to Frieza and his brain rot way of thinking of like, if you're slightly more powerful than someone, you should be getting like a twice as big of a number, basically. You can get 3 times big of a number. It didn't work on Saiyans, though, so that was a little bit of a bummer. But they still love using it. It just doesn't work on creatures that can suppress their powers. But small defect. I just want to feel when I'm at 1 million power level that I am so much more powerful. I feel like it's a Frieza brain rot moment because he just sits there. Frieza is just sitting there fucking like Robotnik stuck in his chair. He's just watching things happen, and just like he wants a little bit of entertainment. I feel like he fucking figured out he needs that stupid scatter thing. I don't think he's wearing it though. No? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. He does wear it. He is into it, Yes, I'm gonna highlight Rakuma in this one. Because I don't know, man. But yeah, so even at base level of 250, maybe Goku with like super speed and Kaioken boosts, he can actually outperform, uh, first of all, Vegeta, right? At least for the time being, for the flex period when he doesn't have to put up that much of a fight. It is just overwhelming though, because like if you actually use the power scaling, Goku must be below 120,000, right? So he must be at, I don't know, 90,000, but he's chilling, bro. He's kind of like at 70,000. What do these things have to be at? Because Vegeta is probably like at 25,000. What do these guys have to be at to get no dift? This is where things get really fucking stupid, This is my brain rot. This is my rage bait. I can't believe what happened there, bro. They get 0% no diff. They just doing fucking. They have no chance, but they doing no damage either. Right? Like no diff. I was like, yeah, you have a low. Well, I don't know. It's just, this diff thing is actually pretty complicated. But yeah, it should go from no diff to extreme difference or whatever. Where you have the upper hand and You can't be beat. Alright? These fuckers, they couldn't even low diff the damn thing. Goku came in as if he's, the ruler of the galaxy. He can't be touched. This is the most pissy-washy moment of the whole thing. And then it skips to Frieza, basically. Goku gets his body stolen, gets beaten up by Vegeta, and then he gets to fight Frieza. Granted, he's not equal to Frieza's power level. Vegeta actually can match Frieza's power level, and all of a sudden, just the power, even the A versus B just fucking stops making sense just because of this stupid flex moment. I just have to grant Goku ability to flex some fucking bundle of abilities to intimidate the opponent of like, man, you making no diff, while he's actually like burning stamina in the background. This is the only explanation, guys. It's the only thing I can fucking do. Like, while Gohan has some kind of rage ability to 10x his power, Goku has an ability to intimidate opponents of like, well, you can't do anything, I'm just gonna fucking flop you now. And they open themselves up for a flop. That's it. Goku he violates me. Now, just because they both attack him at the same time, that's another thing that doesn't help that much. Alright? You also kind of need Ki Blast, you need a little bit of a boost, and you need to keep up with someone's speed to be able to damage them. So I guess Goku could actually take advantage of something, right? You can't just combine their power level. It's still just such a miserable thing to look at. And also, the Captain Ginyu doesn't actually fight. You know, he's just trying to play dirty. Didn't work. It is what it was. He was Bulma for a little bit, so that was cool. You get to do cool shit at least. I mean, again, it would really help if somehow these two are just straight up weaker. You know? Thank you very much, then. Because two of them just... And Goku just flexing, he's not getting hit a single time. Thanks. You really showed me. Alright, let's rewatch my attempt into making yet another video. Now, it's the way you have to look at it, like, why would you make another video? It kind of ends with a even more rough conclusion. Rough in terms of, like, it's pretty rough, man. Seeing Vegeta at 2500s, that's pretty rough. And I still don't want to watch Dragon Ball Super because it has nothing to offer. Like, if you pack all the fighters across all galaxies to fight some kind of tournament, and that's the entire fucking plot, I mean, I'm sorry, dude, I'm not watching. The plot is so fucking thin, so trash. I don't care, alright? Even this plot where, like, enemies become more and more durable as they show up. Every single arc is a more durable enemy. Cell can regenerate, and he looks like a tough thing to crack, while Buu can regenerate from just fucking nothing. He can... This is what Vegeta did to Kid Buu. So you just can't beat Buu with regular attacks. Buu can actually be low power level and still tank Vegeta until Vegeta loses his fucking stamina. That's the fucking magic of stamina as a whole. It can nerf power level so much to where, like, wow, maybe Dragon Ball characters aren't actually that strong. Maybe this is all hype. Maybe this is all narcissism, you know? Maybe it's just a blonde level narcissism yes, they have increased their powers. They have been able to, like, manipulate something to appear stronger, but they're not actually that strong. You know, they don't get stronger that fast either. And I'm like, wow, I like that. I like that version of Dragon Ball. I like to see that version. So if you want to see it one more time, let's fucking send it. I'm gonna sit on top of my head. By the way, I call it Domination series because I fundamentally want to fix certain things sometimes. Game power is boo. Like, what? Half boo is gone. Bro, the moment I started, I couldn't stop thinking about these power levels. And technically, this is not my final version necessarily, but it's a good template. If it breaks, it breaks, right? There's so much information I just generated. We can watch someone else's timeline now and check the comments. Because some fans are going to be upset on what we can keep watching timeline after timeline and putting layer after layer because there's going to be just like different frames being shown to us. Like, I want to see more about Cyberman. I want to see more about Cell Jr. to kind of assess what their power level could be. But yeah, it's actually kind of fun because you have to like make these numbers to where you are matching the differences, right? So yeah, I always have to like double check of like who's actually fighting Frieza first form, who's fighting Frieza second form. How much battle experience or in general experience power level, how much power level can you gain over a course of one day, one battle, right? How much can you give them? And then you have to match all these things because you just can't grant Goku all the power level in the world. Goku dies. Potentially for just a very interesting reason. And just, man, the intro is going to be super cool. My final version necessarily, but it's a good template. Brace yourselves. If it breaks, it breaks, right? There's still so much cool stuff generated. We can watch someone else's timeline now and check the comments. Because some fans are on what I say and how I treat Dragon Ball universe. But the first thing we have to all agree, planetary destruction comes from fucking cartoon logic. I don't know where it comes from. It's bullshit, alright? This one is the least believable thing where you can just defeat your enemies by destroying their planets before you even have to face the enemies. Alright, so what the fuck's the point, right? Your point is ego? I don't get it. It's cartoon logic, it's plot convenience, it's as convenient as regenerative abilities. Yeah, broken literally, you turn into a piece of ass, and then return into actual perfect cell. Because of course he can do that. Of course.
Piece
Just in
of
general,
ass.
Dragon Ball universe is 50% rage bait. If it doesn't make sense, we shouldn't try to make sense of it. But there's a lot of things that
Yep.
we can make sense of, and it's kind of fun.
Rage bait.
One of the coolest things is how Goku just functions as a fighter. This is his strategy. Someone else should finish my opponent. That is, like, rage bait is psychological thing, and, like, Frieza would use it. He just would use those fucking exponential numbers, bro.
Goku I swear.
Down in power level. And someone else
And he got us! He got the entire humanity, entire fan base, locked in on over 9,000 bullshit, and it's just like, man, we're cooked.
On how to kill the damn thing. He doesn't want to kill nobody, he's just dragging them down, basically, into a deep, deep battle and draining their stamina. That one thing. That unlocks it. And then people have so much ego of like, man, Goku can just flatten every single universe that ever existed, every anime universe. But why do you need that much ego? Why can't you just see Naruto and Goku go toe-to-toe, right? Why can't we just like have a fair fight, right? We would rather have that than, oh, you can just like kill everyone with one finger? Easy, bro. Except Saitama. Saitama is also rage bait. Oh, what? Saitama is also rage bait. Ah. So we exist in that universe. Ah, I get it now. Like, you do not want to match with Saitama. You want to fucking lose on that guy because that's the point, you know? You're supposed to lose on some level of nonsense. New perspective of how power levels. It's almost like Saitama was created specifically to match Dragon Ball. Of like, well, if you have such big ego, let me match that real quick. Let's see how you like it. We're gonna be best friends forever. Oh, could Saitama defeat Goku? Oh, ooh, woo. Ooh, they're best friends forever. They're real rivals now. Yeah, the RageBait rivals.
Work. There's actually a very good way to understand power levels of what kind of translation I am making personally. This number right there does not represent actual power level.
So yeah, I
have levels and you
do the same thing.
If you're unless it's about experience. Go to crazy experience, it's right here, so not like any significant amount of damage, right? So you have Ki Blasts combined with Battle IQ, and he has a lot of creatures, no diff Ki Blast, but that's another piece of disrespect. If we started disrespecting bullets before Dragon Ball Z, I mean, there's no stopping now. You can disrespect any Ki Blast you desire as well. Nothing matters anymore whenever it feels like it. But one of the things that doesn't matter the most is Ki Blast spamming. Because it doesn't feel significant enough, right? It's treated like a bullet. This bullet does not even punch. A tiny little Goku does not even punch that guy. And we can cut Goku's tail just fine with a fucking knife. But a bullet, nah, it's not gonna punch nobody from seeing a race. Just another plot convenience is definitely not supposed to be that way, but, you know, we're kind of just like establishing a universe of martial fighters. If bullets could do anything, then, damn, there would be more bullets. We can't have that in an anime. It would be a little bit boring or something. I don't know. I don't know the decision making because it kind of sucks in the end of the day. Normally, Naruto can just pick up a fucking knife and stab him. You know, in Naruto universe, bullets do exist, and they do be hurting people. So another weird question you have to ask is like, are these bodies made out of steel? What's going on? How do they even take damage? How do you decide if one of them's supposed to take damage? I do love it. When bad guy takes damage, they just resurrect themselves. Fuck that. Bad guy is fundamentally unable to take damage. With Vegeta, it was like the most interesting thing because he was able to accumulate damage over the battle, and you saw like the full fundamental of how Goku fights, right? Someone else was able to finish off Vegeta, and it was his son. It's a very smart way to actually fight, right? You have a power level of 500. Your opponent has a level of 650. Maybe you can drag them down to like 250. Maybe you can get them exhausted, right? And then finally, someone else can take the rest of the battle. It's a very smart way to do things, and very friendly too. So we gotta check another timeline or another version.
Bam. Wait, that's it? You have to admire Goku's strategy of being a drag queen. Now, he had to finish off Frieza, but he also had to finish off Buu. But he did not finish off Vegeta, and he did not finish off Cell. So there's definitely a little bit of strategy there. And that kind of puts him in a position where I'm like, I don't know, I don't want to finish anyone off. I don't want them to die, you know? So someone else has to make the moral decision of killing the character or whatever, right?
Of this video, maybe in greater detail. I'm pretty confident that
like, yeah, Goku didn't even want to finish off Frieza. Like, man, you're gonna just explode with the planet, whatever, dude.
Like, I'm on the right track of just grounding the power levels to sanity. I want to see personally a sane version of this anime. I don't want to see no Dragon Ball Super of blue hair nonsense. Basically, I'm done. All right. The moment Beerus showed up and they were able to destroy Galaxy or something, I mean, sorry, bro.
Goku needed to destroy Buu just because Buu destroyed the entire planet, right? Although the endings are always the most rage bait. It's like every single time, the ending is planet destruction. Some fucking psychedelic ending is happening. Like, Cell coming out of the ass and still being a perfect Cell. Like, what the fuck is going on? And it's about to destroy the solar system. Every single ending is some fucking psychedelic trip moment, basically. Like, it makes no sense. We can literally amputate the endings and make something better out of them. Similar to Naruto, Naruto also has some psychedelic bullshit endings, I feel like. Somehow, they just can't do it right. But what can you do?
All right.
What can you do?
You're just ruining something that we sort of enjoyed. Like, this was just above a small little child defeating grown adults type of cartoon into just like cool superpowers. Like, this is the sweet spot, basically. And this is way beyond the sweet spot to me.
Sorry, guys, I have to go grab a drink, so I can't guide you through this right now.
If you can't maintain your sweet spot, well, rest in peace, Dragon Ball. Now, the real question is this still in the sweet spot? What is GT anyways, right? And I don't think I will decide that in this video. We're just looking into this one. The main deal. It looks like we're going to go through both. So, I'm nervous about the commons because brutality is the only thing you can expect. Well, that's pretty cool. That's not brutality at all. It's a young Roblox guy. Wow. This one's tough. Alright, I can freely move now and enjoy replaying this because we might find some more interesting tidbits. It's so fucking annoying, right? Oh my god, he's no diffing everyone. So yeah, to me, Raditz is at like 250. Maybe like 200. Unfortunately, Goku has no abilities, right? The power can actually really helps to drag someone down. While in this form, Goku just has no abilities to pull down Raditz. He can only sacrifice himself. It's almost like that's what his purpose of death was, right? To find this magical ability of like what can make him strong in the moment, how can he boost his power level to match his opponent, because he really needs to match the opponent to be able to drain opponent's stamina. And then he can use things like Battle IQ to match without certain boosts, and so on. Yes, Gohan is way stronger than Raditz, guys. I mean, that's just a rage boost. And look at that. Raditz took also a hit, but I mean, if we start with 200 power level, and again, they could combine into 240, doesn't matter, especially when they can be easily damaged. Like, bro didn't even regenerate for some reason. See, the funny thing is, with power levels, in my point of view, when I'm designing them, if you have higher power level, now you gain the ability to damage the other person, or drain their stamina so much more faster than your own, which can also be done through damage. So even if they have the combined power level of 240, Raditz can still knock them down. They would have to work together, and I do realize that they have to work really, really tight. I'm not going to overanalyze, because that's probably the amount of value this battle can give you. You can have Goku 120, Piccolo 120, and Raditz at 200, and Raditz will still floor them, right? Will still no-diff them, unless they manage to work together properly. Again, it would be interesting to see an entire battle where the power levels go down, because they do not go up, alright? They don't go up. They might be pretty high after, like, training.
Okay, they do go up right after training as you're warming up, but that's it. The moment in the heat of the battle, the power levels can only go down. You can only take damage. Except with Boo. Because Boo has, like, infinite durability, so why would I even consider that he has a concept of stamina? Right? So technically, Dragon Ball Z, like, literally went from, alright, that's a pretty strong villain. Oh, wow, that one is very strong and very durable, to, like, infinite durability and infinite stamina. Alright, wow. And you cannot go higher than that, and it's, like, the most satisfying portion of entertainment you can get, because you reach the maximum. Where else can you go? You can't go anywhere. It's a trap. Going anywhere past the maximum is a fucking trap. It is a question of, like, did GT manage to successfully go beyond the maximum? It was an interesting attempt. So far, I'm positive on this one. I just not positive on Dragon Ball Super going beyond the maximum. That was just absolute dog shit.
And then you're starting to lose stamina. We can put Nappa at like 350 or something, and Vegeta at 500. I mean, that's just very solid. So again, I can't scale Goku 100
I was only able to put Nappa on 300,
times
though.
the way the fucking anime is scaling him. But what I can give Goku is the fact that he gains ability, an actually useful ability. And, you know, he trains under gravity, so he gains a little bit of power boost as well. And it's not 2x power boost, not 5x, it's maybe 25% power boost. Or we can say 50%. Again, through the anime, I could analyze exactly how much Goku is gaining. So we can give him like plus 20 for doing the snake thing. Why not? Still gonna nerf to 15. You would think, like, what's going on with Gohan? Why does he not want to fight? And it's like, it's genuinely difficult task. If you were faced in real life with a difficult task, you know that to try and match what other people are capable of doing, like, this, too much pressure on this whole guy. And it's not like a Piccolo is a very likable person either, right? It's just a torture moment. So you try to actually lean towards.
If you lived real life and did programming or anything else difficult like I do, you know that most of the days you don't want to do it. So Piccolo was forcing Gohan to, like, go through all this training, but nah, dude, it's too tough for a kid. He was just genuinely avoidant, because he was being forced. It's not fun to be forced.
The least amount of effort possible, and trying to get away with that. I think that was Gohan's attitude. Alright, so there's a lot greater detail, and this is actually like full Z timeline. Alright, cool. What the fuck is going on here? Piccolo, you didn't tell me about any of that, like, ever.
This is crazy,
What the fuck is
though.
this? Telekinesis, of course. You shouldn't have taught Frieza telekinesis, okay? Then we have a lot of stuff going on now, I would say. Oh, and by the way, this is definitely a boost of at least 5 points for surviving Raditz.
I swear to God, Piccolo had an ability that he never used ever. He picked up a pyramid with his mind of, like, wow. Wow, that could be useful somewhere, Piccolo. I feel like that could be useful, but why? You didn't do that ever. Like, it's almost like RageBait exposed in that very moment where it's like, well, Piccolo can do some crazy things just for the sake of rage baiting us, because it's useless otherwise, right? It was, well, look at me, I gave Piccolo a crazy telekinesis ability. Damn.
He makes another clone. Why didn't you tell me, Piccolo, that you can do all these things? Bro, it's like I never watched the damn thing. Where are all these episodes coming from? Like, what? I will call the others. Alright, eventually it's gonna be just Krillin. What's the end like at 50? So we have like 90.
I kind of should have split Krillin already.
Yeah, there's Krillin in there too, and probably at 50 as well. It's not bad.
You also have to always really pay attention who is fighting who, because you might notice that a lot of like strong characters are gone in that particular moment, or Piccolo is definitely not up to par. Piccolo was barely able to catch up with Super Saiyans, bro. That was so crazy.
Damn, Kai's planet is about to be destroyed. Man, can we just say Saiyans, please? No? Saiyans? Saiyans? Are we sure about that? Alright, they're here! They are here. So if... I mean, obviously they just can't beat a 300-point fighter right now. I will boost their power level during the fight, even though that's kind of the opposite of what should be doing. But they haven't been fighting for a very long time. They have been only training, they're kind of testing their abilities.
Yes, unless they combine their powers together, they can't beat Nappa. Looks pretty simple
combat,
to me.
Just before it heats up, you do boost power level to just a reasonable degree. Like, you need a warm-up into the battle.
They would still not be able to defeat Raditz, by the way. But, for plot convenience, because we don't want to see Raditz anymore, they would be able to whoop Raditz's ass. Just because, you know?
The battle doesn't start until you have used all
I probably should have boosted Piccolo just a little bit more, but whatever.
your abilities, technically. In a minimal way. These are Saitama, actually. Still seems legit. Boom. Boom. So far, very reasonable outcomes. But every single time, like, he's powering up, he's doing some bullshit, he's wasting energy. Bro starts at 300, and he already threw some punches. Self-destruction. Oh, unscratched my ass, okay? Nope.
We can see much greater damage on the Z fighters, so I just want to, like, drain Nappa's power level as he's in mid-battle. Like, you can't actually pretend that mid-battle you're not losing power. You just can't think of it that way. Everyone's losing power.
We don't take away strength anymore. Bro is roasted, a little bit roasted, alright? Boom, what was that? What was that, bro? Look at this bad boy getting cooked even more.
It would be really sad if Chelsea sacrificed himself and he didn't even scratch Nappa's power level. I'm sorry, bro. We gotta scratch that.
Oh, you got fucking scratched, alright? That's something. See, one thing about, well, at least exercise is you heat up. Your body heats up. Your body starts kind of swelling, actually. And this is 100% like power level loss. It's how stamina just evaporates out of your body, alright? Through swelling. You need to heal right after. We can call that Zenkai boost, or we can just call it martial arts thing.
I mean, we have seen Goku eat a lot of food, meaning that you technically swell up and you genuinely lose power level. No matter how big your ego is, you have to consider that you still need to eat, you need to heal up, you need to rest after a serious battle, right?
That already existed. Wow, he's spending a lot of energy out there. See, that's Nappa's fucking job, is to waste energy so Vegeta doesn't have to, basically. Right? He's a fucking flex monster. But Vegeta has to conserve energy in case like something terrible happens. In case there's a real threat. Now,
we could actually even put Vegeta at just like 400. Nappa 300, 400 for Vegeta, but I'll just respect it a little bit more.
what's killing Nappa?
In fact, Vegeta would be 50% stronger than Nappa. That's
Was a good choice.
That's
probably,
cool.
Probably Nappa would get just in the way. Like, Vegeta needed full focus. How can you 2x your powers? Goku, how can you do that? He probably didn't do that, because he has Kaioken. Like, why the fuck would he even care? Well, what happened to your, suit, Nappa? I'm actually gonna reduce the power level significantly if you're not fucking clothed anymore. Bro's swelling really hard. So by the time Goku arrives, Nappa is already kind of, supposed to take a nap. if you ask me. He beats Piccolo, of course. Now, these power levels are not going to go down. It's just like the bad guy power level goes down. All right? Because these ones, like, I'm supposed to like train them and stuff. Whoa! He was at like 200 or something. Now it's 5,000. So I personally lost interest. Like it's 25x. Yep, 25x power increase. Like that's fucking crazy. This is what.
Yes, if we go to 9,000 straight after Raditz, that would be 25 times increase. For Goku, like, Goku has these exponential increase in power for just training. The Kai training makes sense. He gets the Kai boost, and, like, that's fucking awesome. Momentarily, he can boost himself up to try and keep up with the opponent. Okay, that adds to the strategy, the thing that he always wanted. He died for that shit. But then the gravity training, boosting him even more. Okay, bro. Sorry, I'm not gonna take that seriously.
So you can't just like scale exponentially so no one can reach you anymore. Get out of here.
But yeah, like, even if Goku does all the training, the others have to also catch up somehow. And that will eventually become RageBait anyway. So if, like, man, my child is still stronger than me and he didn't do any training, he was just reading books and stuff, like, come on, man. At some point, something will turn into RageBait when things are out of balance.
But someone like Krillin can still keep up with this exponential scaling because it's just part of the universe that they're in. Like, come on, man.
Krillin can
Give
keep
me a
up.
break. He's a dude with muscles, all right? He's supposed to be stronger than Raditz. We did that. What else do you want? It's pretty significant strength, like plus 100. Like. Boom! Powers up! Oh, fuck my ass powers up. Bro is getting fucking cooked here. Look at this shit. By the way, I'm putting Gohan's power level, like, just below Krillin. It's not like he can even, like, do powerful...
Was he powering up, or was he, charging up a blast?
Well, blast
is the question.
This, so, well, you got Gohan. You got fucking nothing. He just has this, like...
So again, by the time Goku arrives, Nappa already lost, like, 40% of his power. Of course he gets no diffed by Goku. Big fucking deal, right? Nappa turns into a pile of trash that even Vegeta doesn't want to have around anymore. Because Vegeta knows how battles work. He knows that he cannot just co-op a fight anymore. That Nappa is just gonna get in the way.
A badass Saiyan body. Maybe that allows him to throw some punches in there. Sneak in some punches. Boom. Power up to blast. Look at that. Fucking Nappa is like completely wasted, basically. Like Vegeta had to witness Nappa waste most of his energy. Boom. Well done, Gohan. Keep it up. Man, I might actually reduce the power levels even more. Even more, dude. Like, I played hard games. Going from 30 HP to 40 HP is a big fucking difference. It's almost like a game-breaking difference, dude. Enraged Goku. Oh my god, Goku arrives. Now, Goku has battle IQ, so he can definitely flatten Nappa even if he has this much stamina left. Also, Goku just simply has superhuman speed now. Every single time Goku levels up, like, he gains more speed. Well, the funny thing is, Nappa was kind of fighting toe-to-toe with Goku. It's just Goku has this secret ability with Kaioken boost. No, it's not a multiplier, but it can definitely go plus 100. Boom. Now it's a finish. Alright, he blades toe-to-toe. Now it's a finish.
He still needed Kaioken boost to finish Nappa, by the way. That's funny. That is funny. It matches.
Damn. Alright. Nappa eliminated.
And again, it shows that Goku loves toying around with the opponent at the start. Just to see if he can manage to do it.
Goku needs Kaioken immediately against Vegeta. I actually have to put Vegeta at 450. I can't give him that much. That's 500. That's crazy. Again, Goku needs Kaioken immediately. And, like, pretty hardcore Kaioken, too. Vegeta has even crazier battle IQ, bro. To him, like, to the Kaioken X4 that Goku had, so Goku was probably powering up to, like, 580. Every single Kaioken boost is, like, plus 100 at the boom. Alright? And Goku's...
Yeah, Goku can boost himself power level wise whenever he feels like it. And it's almost like he can toy with the scouters as well. But actually, he probably doesn't have that much power baseline, right? Not as much as Vegeta. But that's the power. That's the genuine power to be able to, like, boost yourself up match the opponent when it actually matters. When you're blasting the key blast, the final blaster, the most exhausting blast. That's the power of Goku. This number is not an insult whatsoever, because behind it there's a 4x Kaioken boost, meaning he can go to like 580. No, it's not a multiplier. I don't use Kaioken as a multiplier because it multiplied itself. Kaioken boost became Kaioken 20x, so Goku would go to 2000 easily, right? For just a split moment versus Frieza. He would go beyond Super Saiyan, like way beyond Super Saiyan, for just a couple of moments to tank Frieza a little bit, to chip on Frieza's power, to scare him. That's just Goku's like innate ability to scare the opponent of like, man, I'm still capable of a lot more than you think.
It's basically drained. I mean, it does feel like this. It does feel, well, first of all, obviously Vegeta goes down in power after this. Goku's probably at like 100 right now. But it does feel like this, like Vegeta is the great ape compared to Goku right now. Like the power difference is crazy. So might as well give him the fucking form, right? Absolutely correct. Spirit Bomb is not his own energy after all. That's something. Blinding someone's eye? That's something. And Goku is completely toast now. Alright, they're back. Probably after grade 8 transformation, you also get tired. Wait, what? Can I see the Spirit Bomb hitting Vegeta, please? I don't know. Now, grade 8 itself, I still can't say that it's a boost. It's like plus 500 power level. It's not a multiplier boost, it's just a plus boost. So Gohan was able to crush Vegeta. Now Vegeta is at 500. And now Goku also pretty strong. So I can boost everyone. Or I can split Krillin, basically.
Again, this would, well, yep.
Serious, right?
This video was still pretty bad. This timeline video. So the previous was very, very good, but it showed like a very short version of Dragon Ball Z. I needed an extended version. This is extended version, but it's kind of poorly made. So I wasn't able to show key moments. It's still not the most satisfying video I could possibly make, so wait until I make another version of this, I guess.
Now, is that what Bulma was wearing this whole time and I didn't notice? Oh my god! So, roughly 50 points, right? So the first one that will matter is Raccoon at 600. Alright. Why can't they learn Kaioken, by the way? That would be fucking cool, you know? Let's get Zarbon 550. Now, as I've said, previous video, this is where battle IQ matters. These weird creatures under Frieza, like, they might be strong, they might have a lot of experience, but battle
You get it, we talked about this fight.
Just slight boost, slight advantage. So was always stronger, technically.
Vegeta didn't even need battle IQ on this one.
Nice. I eliminated, again, besides some weird-ass planetary destruction, not only this is the best way to assess, but you have to just simply add the layer of, like, power level.
Maybe Raccoon wasn't 600. Maybe he's just a big tank. Alright. And yes, I know Raccoon spelled differently. Fuck that shit, man. I'll spell him a Ragooner. If I may. Maybe he's at 500, actually. But he doesn't lose as much stamina as Vegeta. Because Vegeta, like, tanked Raccoon and it's like, no, I can handle this. I can handle... Like, he threw a lot of shit at Raccoon, right? Sometimes I use tank of just, like, blast a bunch of shit at Raccoon, and Raccoon loses all his clothes and everything, and he's still standing there. It's like, okay, cool. Cool, dude. So maybe he's just very good at taking damage, and was able to, like, outperform Vegeta eventually. That would help. That would help a little bit.
Gradually. Stop capping, okay? How much can you cram into your little body? How much power can you cram in there? Yeah, that's the problem. Like, you can have incredible experience, but you have to cram that. You have to pick and choose which abilities to be able to have.
That's the reason. That's another reason why Frieza would rage bait with big numbers. Because the size doesn't change, so how can you scale on power level? How much can you scale when your size doesn't change? In Naruto, you at least summon big-ass monsters and you become like this big tail beast and whatnot. Fuck yeah, that the size changes. And you can feel the power level difference then. But this? Nah. I mean, now just we boosted Vegeta basically by 100 points, and that's solid.
Do not have it all. By the way, we're just gonna have to assume that Gohan has a rage boost. Goku has Kaioken boost, which is plus 100 right now, like would be 120 maybe. But at the same time, Kaioken becomes times 10, so now it's like plus 1,000. Whenever he feels like it, he can just do plus 1,000. And because he did the gravity training, Goku's faster and can withstand Kaioken bullshit properly. The Gohan, it looks like broken just like 10 times his power level whenever he feels like it. That's a whole different ability. You know, he's just like staying calm, staying calm. If you make him rage, he's gonna unleash hell on your face real fast. And I think like people have misunderstood like why Gohan is powerful in the first place. Right? If Gohan was actually trained up like, yes, you have the rage ability, you conserve your power until you can deliver a deadly blow. That's pretty fucking badass. Alright? Uh-oh. This is where things get really fucking ugly. You know? When Goku returns or arrives to Namek, how the fuck is he able to just like no diff?
I also made a cute little reference to like Goku was at a similar level, right? When he was small. So that's cool.
Everyone for so long. That's the biggest fucking question mark. That's the hardest one. This is where this gravity training becomes this magical, insane power boost. Bro is going all in there. Gohan boy. I can only assume that the red guy and the blue guy are just fucking trash. I can only assume. Right now, Goku doesn't even fucking match Vegeta. But the Kaioken helps quite a bit, right? And, wow, Vegeta is completely toast. Nice cooked. Like, these ones, they just have to be fucking trash. They just gotta be trash. That's the only thing that fixes the illogical nature of where we're going right now. Like, how could Goku power up, like, 5 times again? Fuck yeah, dude. Just because of gravity trainings. Come on, man. So, the best thing I can say, like, even if they're, like, strong, like, maybe Goku has this, like, super speed ability again, he can, like, drain people's stamina. That's his thing.
Maybe he can Kaioken times 4 by default at just while at full stamina, you know? That's the best thing I have, and it's still just 600 points. So, bro, I don't know how you fucking no-diff these. Like, just, there's no way. There's no way, man.
They be throwing punches.
Now, again, because we were not introduced to these characters, they could just be fucking trash. And that's the only thing I got, bro.
Goku be dodging. That's bread and butter right there. Oh my god.
We could maybe put Rakuma at like even 450. Because like Ginyu Force had this like time stopper little guy that was super easy to kill. Right? So maybe Rakuma fucking at 300 and he can still just like piss people off. Just RageBait character. But I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do.
Again, Goku is also powering up. Like, when you have, like, training, then battle. Training, battle is, like, the perfect way to power up. Like, if Goku's taking no damage, all he's doing is just kind of battlefield training.
To no diff, you have to at least be twice as strong, I feel like. So, it's just... This part, I just can't explain it. I lose it, bro.
Again, this seems like the maximum rage bait is occurring. Like, what's going on? Like, that's nonsense. Come on, man.
But he can actually, like, he doesn't even have to, like, hold his hand up. Like, what's going on? You should use that more often.
He's rage baiting us all.
Crazy.
This was the moment where I'm like, bruh, you can't do that, Goku. You can't do that. You should have done that versus Vegeta, man. You should have just powered up like this way. So you turn fight versus Vegeta. It's like I can just rage bait Vegeta now. You can't do nothing. Like this is the first moment where like, what the fuck is going on with power scaling anymore? Yeah, nothing's working out. Nothing's working, guys.
Disrespect,
Goku's just hundreds times stronger than those guys. That's what has to be happening. Like, completely no diff.
Well, 2x.
Where he can't do anything, bro. That's insane. So I literally have to just like give up on this one. I have to give up trying to understand this.
Okay, not 2x. Maybe like 10x. You have to like 10x the bastards. Because even Raditz, I mean, took a hit from just like baseline fighters at 120. He was taking his. He died. 2x is not enough to no diff. Like, what was going on? Like, this is insane.
Did you see Guru? So what's Gohan getting the boost? Like, the only thing that I can say, they have to be at 300 power level. They have to be as fucking trash as Nappa, right?
And 10x in my world is probably like 120x in their world. Like, I don't fucking understand. This is insane.
To be able to do fucking nothing, but it's just such a Goku thing as well. It's just miraculously become untouchable. Like, he really wants to achieve that thing.
Again, the only thing I have working for me is Goku's speed. That's it.
Yeah, because Jesus is probably trash, you know? Maybe like 400 each. Or maybe that purple guy is more like 350, or like blue guy, right? So Goku can just Kaioken dodge all this shit without even transforming. Again, technically Goku is matching Vegeta. Just have to add the Kaioken boost. Krillin also has a 10x ability, which is the Destructive Disc, right? It can destroy it. Pretty big shit. Here comes Frieza. Boom, starting at 500. Frieza. Dog. Wait, that was like a tiny transformation, wasn't it? Alright, sure. Self-proclaimed, am I right? I will give Frieza a 650, which is the highest power level we have seen since Rakuma. Isn't that crazy? Gohan can still 10x and kick Frieza's ass. Uh-oh. Also, Krillin can 10x Frieza a little bit. Full of energy, by the way, this Piccolo guy. But he's no match to Frieza. I'll take him by myself. Fucking Aura Farmer. Frieza is probably, Frieza got probably tanked down to 500. Now, I don't know. I just have to pretend there's some magical Kaio boost that even Piccolo has, so he can sort of fight for a certain amount of time. Oh. There's another thing that could be happening, basically, of like, what if Frieza's stamina drops really fast after each transformation? So that's why he uses the transformation to like regain all his power. Because the only way Piccolo can be fucking tanking Frieza. Because every single one of these guys have to supposed to like gradually increase power level. They can't just 10x whenever they feel like it. Or they have to gain new abilities. Bro, we skipped transformations of Frieza. He went to just full power now. So I would actually put it at 1,000. Ooh. Frieza, 1,000. Well done, Frieza. You are now allowed to blow up a planet. While power level of 100 can blow up a moon. So, congratulations, Frieza. You made it. It's a Cartoon Logic Planetary Destroyer level. You did it, guys. You did it. Boom. If we combine all their power levels, it's still trash. It's fucking trash. Where is Goku yet? How did Goku was fucking tanked by what exactly? Well, he was tanked by Vegeta, bro. Of course. Goku's body was fucking crippled after the Ginyu Force leader or whatever. Right? Again, guys, there's one more thing going on in this battle. Even if Frieza is very strong, he just doesn't have any battle IQ. He only seen battles, he haven't actually performed any. Alright, that's the problem that he has. He has a couple of abilities and that's it. But to physically fight, he's not like...
Ah, that makes sense, right? That's why Piccolo was able to, like, fight Frieza, but he wasn't able to defeat him.
That much stronger. Then all of them combined plus, like, 200 points. They would be able to land some hits, otherwise.
Sorry about blocking with the Rakuma.
I was probably tired already, too. Power up Vegeta. I'm gonna call this Kaioken X1. Boom. Goku arrives, the weakest of them all. I recognize you as a fucking weakling, Goku. Whoa! But he's fast. He's fast, guys. Again, Goku just has this like speed ability. And he needs it. He needs to hide how powerful he actually is because he's not that powerful. That's what I'm guessing, guys. Bro is still not stronger than Nappa on base form. Alright? He needs Kaioken to kick Nappa in the ass. Bro is not stronger than Rakuma. And Rakuma would fucking be a tough battle for Goku. Okay? Boom! See how much battle IQ you need? Whatever happened, guys. His ultimate ability! Oh, wow. There's definitely enough sexual references going on. By his tail. What the fuck is going on, bro? I know you're not using your full strength. Come at me, Goku boy. 20-fold, my friends. 20-fold. That's some crazy shit. I mean, absolutely. Right after you use your Kaioken times 20, maybe it's time to just throw a spirit bomb. Maybe it's time to give up fighting Frieza. Yeah, so basically, after a while, Goku mastered Kaioken boost. Alright, times 20 pretty good, right? So secretly, he's just literally can go Super Saiyan for a certain amount of time. Or way beyond Super. We can go Super Saiyan 3 power level for like a certain amount of time. Isn't that crazy? It's not crazy. Because you have to make that count. And that shit also has to be mastered. What is going on here? What's going on here? They're sharing Piccolo's power level now? Fuck it. It's sexual. We love it. Just like Aura Farmer has to give a little bit of Aura. Alright? Just makes sense. Piccolo can do 10x moves, but Gohan...
Wow, imagine how many things we would be able to see. So many Easter eggs have been dropping all over the place, all over Dragon Ball episodes. Imagine if we could see all of them.
Seems to be able to, so let's give them some boost. You know what I think Super Saiyan Goku is? It's like Kaioken times 10. Permanent times 10. Boost. That's some pretty cool shit, right? I guess there's like red version of Super Saiyan, like with red aura. You can still stack a little bit of Kaioken up there, past 10 after all. So here we go. Super Goku. Nah, bro, it's just cooked. So Frieza has to do some bullshit transformation to be able to keep up anymore. But also Frieza like tanked the fucking spirit bomb, dude. Oh boy, so sorry Frieza. Shit, we already spent so much time. We're not gonna have time for this trash. At least we're halfway there, so that's nice.
I'm just at 70% of power,
Don't stare
Frieza
at the computer
said.
screen for too long, Frieza. Yeah, you're using 70% of your strength because your stamina nerfed, Frieza. Frieza is just fucking saying things at this point. He probably was able to boost back into like this. That's it. Goku is also a little bit tired, so you can imagine the buff Frieza. I don't even have to push Goku to this level. It could be Kaioken 5. But 10 is pretty good, and like tired Goku is pretty good as well. I mean, Frieza got killed by battle IQ in the first place. That should be appropriate. We know 3 years have passed and Vegeta was fucking training hardcore. And making babies too. Fucking crazy. Gohan might have grown significantly. Krillin is no use anymore.
What kind of Vegeta boost should I give? Because like he made baby. That should be a big boost.
Super Saiyan form. Super Saiyan. Let's see,
He
Android is 500
He defeated
power
Bulma.
level. Literally Vegeta the first time on Earth power level. Oh, he also gains like this new bodysuit. Okay, let's go, baby. Boom. Super Vegeta. You would say it's like plot convenience that Goku was the only Super Saiyan. And again, I suspect that Goku went some traumatic experience, okay? Because he was very close to losing everything constantly. He cannot get more traumatized than going through a Namek chapter, right? Namek saga. He can still remember Krillin exploding. That's some big heart disease. Also, he has to intimidate the opponent and just kind of lie about his power level constantly. Why am I so weak? Said Goku to himself. Here's what I'm gonna do. 1000 power level. You don't have much power.
He has a heart disease because he was lying about his power level.
These androids.
Of
But
course.
they don't lose stamina as fast. That's kind of what makes them strong.
I
They can
keep
throw a lot of
lying
punches,
and
not damage
lying.
them as much. They can just wait out until you dip below their power level and crush you. It's very difficult watching this one. It's just so out of sync, man. Whatever the guy is saying is not actually being shown. The previous video was way better in that sense. But what can you do? Definitely, someone is driving into Goku's home right now, you know? So they fuse with Kami, right? It's probably the most significant fusion. So it could generously double the power level. Straight up. So these like androids require maybe like 2,000 power points to be damaged. Just like Cell, like you need to fucking throw a really powerful key blast to actually damage him. Cell is technically designed to absorb these androids, so it can be actually weaker originally. Uh-oh! Krillin said blah 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 blah. That's crazy, Krillin. I'm sorry, Krillin, but you're useless. This is Kaioken moment. He can probably at 200. And again, he's keeping down Cell, so he has like Kaioken 5x. It's pretty cool, right? I mean, if it's a key blast, it's also just slightly more powerful and slightly more destructive. Like your fist is not a grenade. But a key blast is an explosive. It can be an explosive. So you can actually be stronger in that one particular moment, just to deal damage. So you can set up this situation. If Tien is at 200, he gets Kaioken boost x3 to 500, and the key blast is 2x power level. And then you have this. You have 1000 versus Cell. So Cell is being kept down there, and actually even losing a little bit of power too. But was it this version of Cell? Not the basis version?
Yep.
That's what I don't understand. Because it's not showing you useful information anymore.
So even I'm struggling to put Tien at high enough power. But it's fine, it's fine. Kaio 3 times 2 for Key Blast.
Anyways, each absorption gonna be like
Good
plus
enough
100.
for me.
Should be pretty good. Estimate. I can fight Cell now, said Vegeta. Vegetable boy. Boom. Boom. A little bit of power boost in them. Technically, by this point, Vegeta has to be stronger than Cell. Man, it's kind of mismatch, unfortunately, for me. Although Cell never had a real opponent to begin with. We don't have to give him that much power. Let's Piccolo a real opponent. Give me a fucking break. So power boost of 300 per android. How about that? Shit. Missing. Just like additional information. Very unnecessary, but sure. Thank you for letting us know. Perfect Cell. Uh-oh. EU, Cell, you illegally absorbed the 17-year-olds. Never mind. It's a joke.
Bro's absorbing 17, 18? What are we doing, bro? Only one of them was legal.
Well, that's the secret sauce, my friends. Cell is not taking any damage. It's a little sponge. Toe-to-toe, baby, but Trunks can't keep up for too long. He's just gonna lose energy and get cooked. Cell seems to be at disadvantage versus Trunks. Imagine how accurate this is right now. Again, Trunks is gonna lose stamina, he's gonna drop on Cell. Ah, Trunks power up! Oh, Krillin is actually useful! I didn't notice. Ultra Super Saiyan! Oh my god, look at that ass! Again, don't matter how powerful Trunks is, he just can't finish Cell. Like, that's the fucking point. Now we have durability as the ultimate add-on to every single enemy. And that's how we fucking progress. Like, Boo had even more insane durability. It's fundamentally what's being used to boost enemies, even though they're not that much stronger.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how strong the Saiyans are, the durability is gonna drop him eventually.
But
Opponent's durability. So Cell could be like genuine power level, slightly below Super Saiyan, and he kind of had to be in that way. Although now it's a perfect Cell. He can still be below and be completely fine.
And die. So we have learned about 4 things that can boost your power level beyond your base power level. Oops. Am I not allowed to say speed? Fucking speeds then. Durability, abilities, battle IQs, and speeds. So enemies usually have this. Goku usually has this, and this, and this. Like, he has a lot of boosters, so he can actually be at pretty low power level. The other ones just have normal power level, actually. Plus Ki Blast abilities. And Gohan ability to go 10x.
These things you cannot add to the number. They are like nitro boosters. Alright? Battle IQ, you can add most of it, but there's battle IQ that's like specific to specific targets. Like if you know how to beat Frieza, specifically just Frieza, you get the battle IQ boost. Otherwise, you have general battle IQ, so that just adds to the whole thing. And then speed is that magical ability that Goku has. Again, it should actually boost the power level, but it's just like, I hate speed, man. I hate how powerful it is, right? How half of the power just is because you're fast and stuff. And it's not something I can possibly measure, unfortunately. Not something I can care about. This is why, like, destructive ability is the bread and butter.
Half normal power level, actually. Plus Ki Blast abilities. And Gohan ability to go 10x. It's gonna be baseline Gohan. Super Saiyan Gohan. He's gonna be Rakuma level. That's right. You can't say no to that. Now Super Saiyan Gohan cannot do 10x anymore. Like, he's already at Super Saiyan level. He's already using a Rage to some extent, right? To make transformation. Also, he's just smaller, but he can go maybe 3x. That would close the gap and would start damaging Cell. Or rather, like 4x. Super Saiyan is just like a mastered Saiyan. But whatever abilities like Hyakan, you were able to go times 20, you can only go times 10. So, like, you could maybe go x5. Now, Goku was not stronger than Trunks, because again, Trunks comes from a whole different place. But Goku has battle IQ, he has a lot of shit going on. And he was able to blast Cell in the very, very end.
So if I'm giving them abilities, maybe I can give them, like, tanking abilities.
Bro, we just gave up. We're just showing a bunch of images now. Well done, guys.
Yeah, the video I was watching degraded very quickly.
Gohan is outmatched. Gohan is done for immediately. That's right. He said it. Yeah, Rage power up. Let's go. I'm pumped up. Come at me, Gohan. Give me your power level. I guess you can add another, like, Rage transformation booster. I don't know. I don't get much from this video. To do the rest of the...
Again, you have to notice how these keep switching to a different guy. And Gohan, I don't think Gohan was able to keep up with Cell until the Rage moment. Same goes with Goku. Like, man, if I enrage Gohan, I get hit real hard. God damn.
The fucking recalculations. I can't even keep up with this one anymore. Majin Vegeta, you say. Right. Oh shit! Frieza just died, guys. Frieza died.
Finally.
Alright. Damn. If only Boo was not devoured twice in one sentence. Super Saiyan 3 for no other reason. Super duper Goten.
Sorry, you won't understand some of this, like, Saiyan thing. It's the way the video was pronouncing Saiyan. Almost like AI created, but whatever.
Let's go. Whoa, the power level! Piccolo was already not able to do anything at all. No, battle IQ also increased. Damn. So Boo, consumes Gohan. Boom. Consumes Gotenks. Boom. And clearly, like, Goku and Vegeta are outmatched on their own terms. No, it's not clearly, because Goku can go Super Saiyan 3, so what's the problem? But Piccolo gets absorbed too! Oh shit, now we're talking. Super duper Goku. Bam. So I'm gonna put Vegito into 2500. The funny thing about Vegito is it is so fucking cocky. It is so unable to understand that, like, you're not gonna weaken Boo. Boo is not gonna get tired. Boo is like infinite stamina anomaly. But they can't understand it. Like, you have Vegeta's ego and Goku's strategy combined into amalgamation of mistakes. So Bro didn't actually do things correctly, but at the same time he's just trying to remove the fusion from Boo, so what can you do? We can easily have Boo at low power level just because Bro has insane durability. So we're no longer talking even power levels anymore. And that's technically why it deteriorated very quickly. It's this durability thing. Because, like, if you see, oh, bigger numbers, so why can't Boo just die? Well, he can't. He can't just die, can he? Well, not true. We just saw the most strongest form. We just see the most evilest, maybe. Is evilest a word? Uh-oh. Eating dirt, Goku? What's going on there?
Again, you can see, like, Super Saiyan 3 Goku fight Boo. And he gets dropped. He gets to eat dirt. But even like Vegeta is capable of fighting Boo, so everyone is able to fight Boo. They just can't kill the damn thing.
Throws a blast. Boo is literally losing half of his body. And it's like, damn. So literally Vegeta is actually stronger, or same power as Boo. Like, what? When did Vegeta power up? He didn't. It's just Boo has this much fucking durability. It's ridiculous. It's like fighting a ghost. We only need 100 Sakuras and we can make a spirit bomb that kills Goku. That's it. The end. That's the conclusion of the video. We went back to just like, well, let's make a big ball in the sky. That should work. Once more, I managed to reduce the power levels even more. Because I didn't got shown anything relevant, but whatever. What can you do? I'm totally happy. Like, we slashed Vegito in half. That's pretty cool, right? Bro, imagine Raccoon attacking Earth. We're cooked. Yeah, so while I struggle to explain the Ginyu Force versus Goku to some extent, besides that,
Alright, I have the ending segment. I will extract something interesting from it. Very interesting as well. Like, Frieza's transformation are interesting because he becomes smaller, but he probably becomes, like, more tough, more agile. You get the gist, but, like, he genuinely gets a shell of armor as well. Again, we didn't get to see most of the battles, so what can you do? I can only just admire the final form Frieza.
It's weaker than the Raccoon. I always wanted to say that, actually. Just need a few of these and we can kick Super Saiyan ass. Is what I think. Imagine, though, this one weird thing. Like, he definitely looks like he doesn't have any battle IQ. Right? He just likes to fight for survival or whatever. Or just so proud that it's so...
Imagine the scary thing of smart Raccoon. Damn! His level of battle IQ is not like Goku, where Goku dodges attacks. Raccoon just tanks it of like, yeah, give me that ki blast. I can take it. That is his level of battle IQ. Just, fucking take it, man. What if Raccoon was actually smart? Dum dum dum.
Difficult to kill.
Uh-oh.
Imagine what he could do with battle. You tell me, at some point, Goku throws a Kamehameha. Someone dodges Goku's Kamehameha, and then Kamehameha just accidentally destroys Earth. You know, at some point the power level scales so much that you're just going to destroy Earth by accident. You don't even have to try anymore. Just redirect some of the energy beams into Earth, and it's like, if you're 10 times...
Oops, you know? Just bounce Kamehameha into Earth and boom, explosion. Bye. This is that one kind of reason where power levels kind of suck, because you can accidentally blow up Earth now. Uh-oh. Just mid-battle. Again, the way Boo destroyed Earth is like, man, that was psychedelic moment for sure. Because he just did it.
I mean, and Namek was supposed to be on a bigger planet. None of these things fucking make sense. You go that route and realize you have to amputate, keep up with the multipliers. And then all of a sudden we have another power scale issue entirely. Right? How can someone be powerful anymore without multipliers? Right? Everyone has to be at least Super Saiyan to be able to even have a fair fight with the enemy now. So that's another thing I had to amputate. I had to amputate the Kaioken
Sorry, Krillin, you don't have enough multipliers anymore.
multiplier.
Now, you would think Dragon Ball holds up because, damn, after so many years, we're still, like, talking about it, watching it, we're still within the fan base, enjoying it. But I call it the last meal. Alright? I will eat the Dragon Ball, eat it up, every single bit of it, and spit it out. Because I already can't digest certain pieces of Dragon Balls, alright? They don't fit in my mouth. And I want to, like, pop the ego as well to where, like, I can match with other animes if I watch the other animes to begin with. And that will allow me to laugh at the other animes too, if I so choose, of like, wow, you're doing some bullshit thing right now, right? I don't want RageBait to dominate. I think we can do better than this overall. And we have to because there's nowhere else to go. Like, technically, Dragon Ball franchise is dead. That is the ultimate conclusion. They don't know what to do with it to make it come back to life. It just, that's it. You can try and squeeze money, but you failed. The best they can do, because we enjoyed it, is create a reboot where they just pump more detail, keep giving us the same thing with higher quality, so we can at least enjoy what we truly enjoyed. And that's not a dunk on Dragon Ball, just like it can't move past this point. It found itself in a dead end, and that's a very reasonable place that you have to accept for what it is. They can attempt to push beyond that, but what's the point? Right? They failed. To my point of view, you can't just like slap more transformations, more bullshit. Like, even some people say like Super Saiyan 3 was like a fucking glorified transformation just to kind of add more shit to the pile. Right? And only Goku can do it. Just to have that, like, final transformation, fuck it. You know, you love transformations, have another one. Right? But to keep feeding us transformations, again, GT gave us, like, one more transformation just because it's appropriate to have one more, and it was, like, cool-looking one. But I don't know what ass Dragon Ball Super came out of. Like, that is crazy. This is a fucking shocker of, like, it's almost like they can do whatever they want now. They're not even trying. Oh, you like transformations? Let me pump that shit. And it's like, nah, it's over. We're breaking up. Alright? Who wasn't that strong anyways? He was just a very durable guy. Didn't take damage. Boo didn't rise power level that much at all. Like, he didn't even rise the Frieza's power level 2x. Yes, Frieza got cut into pieces, but he was already mechanically stitched together. So you can imagine, he was pretty much falling apart anyways. It was just an ego guy. Really wanting to destroy Earth. Just really being mad. And Trunks just was able to cut it into pieces. Simple. And he was already Super Saiyan anyway, so. But, Boo didn't have to go that far, it looks like. I don't know, I might be convinced a little bit differently. This is just another layer, another perspective. With the greatest mystery being Ginyu Force. Being a no-dift by Goku. What a bastard. Everything else I can explain. I can explain the Tien moment to some extent. Because Tien is just buying some time. Right? And he was able to keep up with Piccolo. But he's just Ki blasting, right? Everyone respects Ki Blast. But to have just unbelievable speed, that's where I just like, oh, okay, dude. Whatever. Because you, like, it's very difficult to have, like, extraordinary speed and just keep it. It's like a permanent boost that you have now. Like, what? It's also just like the least interesting thing to watch because you can't show the damn thing. You just can't show us the speed. How would you be able to do that? Right? That's the thing that you probably don't want to toy with, and I think I win the RageBait battle. Alright? I win it. Just like I can amputate the planetary destruction, I think the Ginyu Force can also be given an apology, you know? An official apology. Sorry, probably Goku had to put a little bit more sweat into it, fighting. And we would prefer if that was a real actual fight and not just RageBait fight. We would also prefer that, so like, I think Goku is cornered on that one. We can say officially, nah, you couldn't do that. Nah. Maybe even that was psychedelic ending, because that would officially end Ginyu Force if you just defeat the last three very easily. Maybe it was psychedelic, you know, there was like frog involved. Goku going superpower, man, that's so psychedelic, bro. When Goku shows up, oh my god, when it's about to end the battle, we go psychedelic mode, of course. Even Gohan was like defeating Cell. Nah, I can't defeat Cell. And Goku was like, no, go psychedelic mode. And boom! Defeated. Easy. You just gotta go Goku psychedelic mode. He knows how to do it. You go psychedelic mode, you become Super Saiyan. You go psychedelic mode, you go Super Saiyan 3! You can do whatever you want in psychedelic mode. Guys, I don't think he was under a greater Earth's gravity, this Goku boy. I think he was just just inhaling certain gases in there, you know, while he was flying. He was chilling. Okay, that's a little bit too much, but you know, that explains a few things, I feel like. There's a psychedelic chain of events every single time Goku shows up. Wait, was Goku versus Vegeta psychedelic? I mean, he definitely used Kaio Boost. Maybe that was enough for him, but like, everyone transforming into great apes? Damn. Maybe Vegeta was the only one able to resist the psychedelic Goku. Oh my god. Because Nappa couldn't resist that one. Nappa couldn't fucking handle it. But I don't give much credit for that. I don't know, man. Maybe you can resist psychedelic Goku effect when you're slightly to the good side. You're leaning to the good side. You would prefer to be on a good side instead of dying, right? So Goku gives that. Goku just like kind of feels it, you know? When he feels that you're a good person, man, you can have this one. But if you are a bad person, fuck you, dude. Psychedelic Goku activate! That's how much I need to cope to be able to explain Ginyu Force moments. See you guys next time.